Hello. If you're watching this video, there is a very good chance that you've just got engaged because it's called What to Do If You Get Engaged. So first of all, I would like to say a massive congratulations. How exciting. You're getting married. Yay. Anyway, once we've got over that, I just wanted to tell you something that a lot of people don't realise until they've made some bookings and it's farther down the line and they wish they'd known. And that is about celebrants. You don't necessarily need to choose between the church and having a registrar, which is often what people think that they've got the choice of. But there is a third option. You can use a celebrant. And there are 3 reasons, which I have prepared, why you might want to consider using a celebrant before you book anything else, or at least just have a think about it. So, reason number 1 is that you can have your ceremony anywhere you like if you use a celebrant. That means that you don't have to use licensed premises. If you want to use licensed premises, you've got an absolutely dream place that you really want to use, then that's fine as well. But you have got the option of using, for example, the beach or your garden or your back room or somewhere in the woods or at a motorway service station, wherever you fancy, you can have your ceremony. And that's a big difference because you can't do that with a registrar. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that you can be as creative with your ceremony as you are with the rest of the day. I see a lot of couples who spend an awful lot of time and thought and energy and money making their reception absolutely to die for, really reflects everything about them and their personalities, but then they settle for a one-size-fits-all ceremony because they don't think that they have a choice. Well, if you use a celebrant, you can make sure that your ceremony absolutely reflects you in the same way that the rest of the day does. And at the end of the day, the ceremony is the whole point of why you're there in the first place. So that's really, really important. And reason number 3 is that you can include, if you want to, religious or spiritual elements into your ceremony. So for example, if you go with the church, then obviously you get the religious stuff, and that's absolutely fine. If you are a churchgoer and that's what you want, then brilliant. But some people, they don't necessarily want to go to the church. But then if they use a registrar, for example, they can't use anything spiritual, they can't use any religious input at all, not even a prayer or a reading or any music. And what I wanted to say is that with a celebrant, you can bring in elements of spirituality or religion if you would like to. And we could even mix them up if you want to. If you both come from different religious backgrounds, we can do a thing where we mix those 2 things together in a way that really feels that it works for you. Anyway, so those are 3 reasons off the top of my head that you should choose a celebrant, or at least think about using a celebrant. And why should you use me as a celebrant? Well, because I care really, really, really passionately, possibly some might say too passionately, about your wedding, and because I've been a coach for the last 13 years, so that means that I'm really good at people. And for most of those 13 years, I've also been a writer and a speaker, which means I'm really good at the wordy stuff as well. So you'll be in safe hands with me, and I'll get very, very excited with you about your wedding, and we can plot the most amazing day together. If for any reason you can't use me because maybe you live in the Outer Hebrides or somewhere else, or there's some other reason, then I will put in the notes a really good website that you can find some fantastic other celebrants. So don't despair. Just if you can't use me, then there are plenty of other celebrants out there. Obviously they're not me, but you can find those on the Fellowship of Professional Celebrants website, and I will put the link below. If you do fancy having a chat about using me or using another celebrant, please give me a call. All my details are down below, and I really, really look forward to speaking with you and chatting weddings because it's what I love to do. Take care and congratulations again.